Hey, it's Judith. Today I'm going to show you how I made this bag using this bag as an inspiration. Okay, I have my pieces laid out. My front and back panel are 17 inches long and 16 inches wide. My side panel is 15 inches long. See my notes for the width of the side panel. My back handle was 3¼ inches wide. And the length of the short handle was 23 inches and the long handle 54 inches. Okay, here I'm adding two-sided tape. I've already added two-sided tape and I'm just going to fold the sides inwards towards the center. Now I'm going to lay the shorter handle on top of the longer handle right at that center mark. Okay, I have my top stitching done on my shorter handle, and so I'm just going to come in 19 inches and I'm going to mark it, and this is where I'm going to fold over the handle and stitch. So come in 19 inches and fold over, and then we're going to take it over to the sewing machine and stitch that portion. Okay, now that I have that portion pinned down or clipped down, I'm going to take it over to my sewing machine and sew right on that edge. Now that I'm done with my handles, I'm going to pin them down on the panel of the back panel, 2.5 inches from the edge, and then I'll stitch them down. Okay, now that I have my handles sewn on, I'm going to place the bag right sides together and then stitch the bottom of the bag. Okay, I've sewn the bottom of my bag. Now I'll move on to work on the side panels. And I actually cut out 4 side panels. I wanted to have a pocket on my side panel, so I cut out 4 pieces. So I'm going to fold down 2 of those panels to make a pocket, and then I'll do a top stitch on that pocket. So I folded that down, looks like 3/7/8 of an inch to form that pocket. Okay, now that I have my pocket pinned to my panel, I'm going to take it over to my sewing machine and stitch those two together using approximately 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Okay, this is just to show you that I'm going to do some gathering stitches right there in that corner to help ease this into the bag since this panel is pretty big. So just going to add some gathering stitches there. Okay, so I've already pulled my stitches to gather the fabric. Now I'll pin the side panels to the front and back panels of the bag and sew. Okay, this is just to show you how I made the liner because I wanted my bag to be lined. So I'm going to place those same sides together and then I'll stitch the bottom of the liner and then top stitch it. Okay, now I'm ready to add my side panels to the liner, and I'll start out by doing gathering stitches to help ease that panel in, that side panel in. Okay, this is just to show you that I completed my gathering stitches. I only did one row of gathering stitches, and now I'm pulling that thread underneath the bobbin thread to gather that fabric. Now I'm ready to add or pin that side panel to the bottom or the sides of the panel. So I've already marked the center of that panel, and then I'm just going to line it up with the bottom of the tote bag and start pinning all the way around. Now just showing you that I've pinned that side panel to the tote bag, and I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine and stitch it. And you can see I used a lot of pins on the bottom to where I had to ease that fabric in. And this joining I completed. I took it over to the sewing machine. I used I believe 1/4 of an inch seam allowance and stitched those panels into the tote bag. Now I'll repeat that process for the other panel and insert it into the other side of the liner. Okay, this is just to show you how I make my gathering stitches. I increase my stitch length and stitch width. I increase it to the largest setting, and that's how I make my gathering stitch. Okay, I finished my liner and I already inserted inside the tote bag. Nothing fancy, and so it's just inserted inside. So I'm just going to stitch it at the top. So I'm going to actually serge it at the top, and then I'll come back and I'll fold it down maybe 1/2 inch and then top stitch it, and then I'm done. Okay, here's the finished tote bag. I really love the bandana print. I think it's an easy casual bag. I plan on using mine as a beach bag or pool bag. Also, I would like to ask, if you enjoyed this video or if it was helpful in any way, please consider giving this video a like, and also please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. And as always, thanks again for watching. Goodbye.